Weather forecast this week. It looks so nice, and if you like it a little chillier, just hang tight because at the end of this upcoming weekend we have an even bigger front that's going to move in. So beautiful and perfect though to a lot of us today. Sunny and 70s, nice low humidity, super pleasant weather this week. We do warm up though by the end of the week to about 80, and then we get that next big cool down Sunday to Monday, which I'll show you in a second. Current temperatures all across our area, upper 60s to lower 70s, and I was showing you those winds from the southeast. So a little movement to the air, and you might notice the east and south winds warming us up a touch more this afternoon by just a couple of degrees. So making your plans looking great. By 5 p.m. around sunset, we'll be at 70 and then dropping through the 60s the remainder of this evening. And tonight looks cool with clear skies, not quite as chilly. We'll have upper 40s to lower 50s north of the lake and mainly upper 50s south of Lake Pontchartrain. And we have a beautiful full moon. We'll talk more about that in a second. Looking quickly to your cycling forecast, though, as we get into tomorrow, I mean, anything you want to do this week, whether it's bicycling, whether it's walking, jogging, whatever you got going on, perfect in the 60s, just warming gently into the 70s tomorrow by midday. Our humidity forecast is great as well. Nice low humidity today, still looking good Wednesday and Thursday. Friday and Saturday, it does nudge upward a little bit ahead of our next big front, and then much drier far north air is going to be dropping in Sunday into Monday. And here is that upper pattern showing that dip here with some troughing, but then an even deeper trough moving in at the start of next week. So a little front moving in this weekend and then a bigger following behind, bigger front following behind. And it will be pretty chilly, especially to our north. We're talking about freezing temperatures across parts of the northeast. Temperatures may be getting into the 40s for highs there. Where we are, we're looking for temperatures probably topping out maybe even in the 50s to about 60 or so by Monday. So you can see the warm up through the weekend. Then Sunday we're dropping into the 70s for highs. And then we'll be in the 40s, it looks like Monday morning, maybe even some upper 30s again north of the lake, and highs could stay in the 50s. So not all that often that we get highs staying in the 50s in New Orleans. Should be an absolutely beautiful but kind of chilly day. Also tonight is the full moon, and it is officially a super moon, but all that really means is that the moon is a little closer to us in its orbit than other times. So this is a normal full moon, and just to compare it, this is how much bigger and brighter tonight's super moon could appear. Now, this is the closest one of the year, but it's actually the second of 4 super moons where it's at this closer point in its orbit in a row. So October, this is the second in November. We have another super moon in December and then another in January. So it isn't the most rare thing, but it should look especially good tonight, as it should be the biggest and brightest of this year. And especially on the horizon around 5 p.m. I think it's going to look really especially big and beautiful. So good luck if you'd like to see that. The names are Beaver or Hunter Moon for tonight's full moon. Our 7-day forecast shows the warm up into the 80s. Some of us do like the 80s here, so you're getting a little warmer and feeling pleasant toward the end of the week. Then into the 80s Friday and Saturday. Only the slightest rain chance with this next front moving in. And then it does look like that colder air will finally show up somewhat on Sunday and then especially into the start of next week.